I was scared, bro. I was gonna let homie finish.
Oh, oh, goddamn! Hey, he is playing the Guile.
Okay.
Oh shit! Let's switch gears back into this winners finals. Roy on the JP versus NuckleDu on the Guile. Yes, exactly like you were saying, Banjo. So we're gonna have to see, is the patience gonna be the better of him? And already it looks like Du does just have a better grasp on the fireball game.
Yeah, and literally kind of just staying out of JP's range right here to where he can attack him with the ghost. Like, he can attack him with the ghost, but he has enough room to parry. But the flash kick right here. Sonic Blade not going to be able to do anything right here for the ghost, for the ODs. And literally, Roy kind of just wants to sit in this range right here. But the TP, got to be wonder if DI is going to be represented here. And as I live and breathe, there it is. Good combo convert. But Roy not wanting too much off of that.
All right. Yeah, Du getting the better at that poke, gets the portals out of the way, and oh my god, the amount of lockdown. It's like, excuse me, sir? No, sir, you're gonna sit right there. So Mad Kick manages to get the better of the mid poke, and Roy is getting thoroughly dismantled.
The boots are insane over here in the corner right here. Gonna be able to get this conversion and already getting started quick. Almost nearly got the jump in. Sonic Blade to make him think about it, the overhead to punish him for it, and literally the drive gauge is all but gone. But that wall send gonna get a wall splat, gonna make him navigate the maze just for a little bit. But right now, yeah, the TP and gonna be able to throw him back into the corner. So here we go, finally corner position right here for Roy.
And so this is what I was talking about. This is a more setup version of what JP wants to do. He already has that initiative. He has the life lead. He knows that you're in a position where you need to make a call. And it's at that point, he's just reading what your call is. But JP can only really comfortably do that if he's in a spot where he's already set up and you're respecting his mid-range, which is the situation Roy finds themselves in now as they cash out all the way up to this level 3 to formalize this lead in the most stellar way, drive gauge-wise and life-wise, and the OD portal just to ensure that they keep it locked down. Want to cash out this damage while they can.
Definitely an interesting position for NuckleDu because it's forcing him to be the aggressor in this situation. He doesn't have a life lead, so definitely out of the comfortability range that Guile is definitely used to, especially when it comes to these fireballs. And putting projectiles right behind him is Tiger's Roy. And Roy, and actually, yeah, I just realized that, you know, level 3 is actually critical art is actually on deck for NuckleDu, so one conversion might actually land him here and might actually be able to seal this game for him.
Okay, no, we cash out into the level 2 because we see how little drive gauge there is here for Roy. Du is actually still in a spot to make this happen. It was an empty jump, so Roy didn't get the pickup. Jumps back, puts themselves in the corner. Real unfortunate, sending out the empty ghost. There's a lot of posturing happening, but Du still not critically out of it. The low forward connects, and Du gets the better of the game, opening up our winners finals.
And I definitely love the idea of the posturing, right? Just because, like, he wants to stay at a range to where he doesn't fall into the trap of getting reversal level 1 or amnesia. So he stays at that range just to make sure he gives him enough respect to where he can respond appropriately. Very, very well done for NuckleDu. And NuckleDu up 1 game, and here we go, back into the corner once again and making him pay rent. And here we go, a throw into the corner, good punish counter coming out from Roy, and now making him sit there and think about it.
Yeah, upside down kick, trying to get the party started, controlling that space in front of him decently well here as NuckleDu, as we're working our way out of the corner. Having the drive gauge advantage and the life advantage means positionally you're a little bit more comfortable here now that you're in the neutral. Step kick, trying to catch out Roy for playing a little bit too aggressive, but it's not going to happen, and we are reset back to neutral. But now that the fireballs are out, Roy can't represent the threat of teleport the way that he wants to. That's when the cadence gets away from him. What a check! I see green means go!
Here we go, great. Roy into the corner. Oh, yeah, that answer. A little empty jump low, and then these conversions and just poking them. Not even conversions, he was just literally poking them and keeping them locked down in the corner. And NuckleDu, the fundies coming into fruition right here for him. More corner carry off the flash kick.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's really just the strength of Du sitting at the exact perfect pocket and being like, no, you don't. You think you can hit this? No, you can't hit this either. I'll let you think you can hit this. It is just complete control of that mid-range once Du gets into the pocket. And even these ghost feints don't matter because I feel like Du knows that he doesn't want, Roy doesn't want him to block a ghost at that range.
Yeah, this is so unfortunate because, like, basically, kind of like I'm not gonna say that. Well, I can say that this style kind of nullifies, like JP's like reversal options, right? Because like you literally, because like if he wants to, get a reversal, like is he has to use amnesia or he has to use level 1. But now you put him in a position to where he's in burnout, and like you see that dude doesn't even use DI, like he's not even using it, and he's just like putting him in these tick throw situations, making him think about it, and now. NuckleDu in a great lead, but a level 2 to try to attempt to fight back. Gets the drive reversal.
No.
Unfortunately, not going to be found here, and going to be able to get the green back. And is that going to be it? Roy fights back after that. Oh my goodness.
Didn't need the super. That's actually huge. Being able to bring an additional bar into this round is massive. That was a round that I thought was for sure one for NuckleDu, but slowed down just a little bit too much. Roy on the back foot and in the corner, trying to parry to make sure that they don't end up too low when it comes to the drive gauge pickup off the punish counter. Everything I said about the drive gauge, throw it out the window. Roy wants full screen and the life lead. Drive be damned, but now you're burned out for it. Anti-airs from NuckleDu, corner position.
Wow, and he was setting up that Sonic Blade so that way he could, get the jump, or excuse me, the account for the jump, but unfortunately not going to be able to find here, and literally going to be able to find their way out of the corner. But big level 3 conversion on the way, yes sir.
I don't know if this is going to be enough. I don't think that it is. No, it isn't. Roy out of burnout, which is huge. That means this is fightable, but you cannot use DI at any point. You do not have the life for it. Uses the level 2 and the OD Ghost to try to make sense of it. No, almost gets jumped in on. This is still so close. Du being out of burnout here, I feel like makes this so much easier for Du to secure it, and Roy commits to the wrong spot for a portal.
Yeah, literally not willing to just stay steadfast and not overcommit, man. Like literally willing to just stay full screen. Like, and when you have a life with this Guile, why not? But once again, Roy just not finding their way out of this corner. Like literally been like player one side corner for them for a good chunk of the set, and NuckleDu just trying to keep that, and Tiger's Roy literally sitting there attempting to just get out of the corner, and gonna be able to do it right here. Gets the wall splat, gets the ghost, the conversion. Trying to make Doom navigate the maze has been something of a bit of a challenge here, because Doom has found their way in either with the fireball timing or the drive rush. But the drive rush gonna be able to get checked right here, and Roy fighting back, playing very well. Gets him with the slow overhead, and it's gonna be able to go up around.
Yeah, I think a critical difference there in that round was Roy was able to get set up, and I think Roy has sort of identified that once they're set up, if they have the life lead, they need to play for stability. Stop taking risks and giving NuckleDu the opportunity to make a comeback. You kind of need to play slow and force NuckleDu to play fast and try to smoke him out for it. If you give NuckleDu the opportunity to just play a methodical, traditional Guile game, it's not going to go the way that you want it to. Du having the positional advantage here, but backs off. A really smart spot to jump. Roy's had a few really good jumps as Du goes to back up and try to set up a fireball trap. Now Du on the back foot and up against the corner. Portal is out for Roy. No, my God, maximal punishment. I was like, yeah, you can hold that parry pump all you want. I'm literally making you spend drive gauge for nothing. And then still landed the counter at the end of it. God damn.
Yep, Roy putting on right there, trying to find their way back into the set slowly but surely. Oh, okay, the anti-air is coming out, and here we go. Little mid-screen beef between these two. NuckleDu. See the posturing between these two. Roy trying to find their way to not get back into that corner, and here we go. Flash kick conversion. Sonic Blade, and the buttons are being pressed. Plus frames on their side. Roy, you fought out of this situation last game, so how do you do it this time?
Du is throwing the fireballs from a slightly closer range, so Roy was waiting for Du to walk back to a certain spot, and that's when he would go for the jump. Du is throwing the fireball from just a hair closer, and it's giving Roy just enough pause to not really be ready for it. Parry pump comes out of Du. We don't get a lot for it. The positional advantage is still very much in NuckleDu's favor, but Roy still has that momentum and is just playing it solid and safe, pushing him back, and Du's impatience is getting the better of him. But still gets in range for the DR and finds the low strike. Level 2 coming out. Say goodbye to your drive gauge. Oh, nice parry pump.
Yeah, and then like I dare to say that he baited that and was like, "Yeah, bro, I want you to use parry first, so that way you can decrease your drive gauge even more, and I can really unload these guns on you." And now into the corner, and once again, NuckleDu right here on set point has the opportunity to go into Grants right here, and Roy once again just trying to get to mid-screen dominance and gets the target combo. Will get all the ghosts and find themselves in a very, very good position. I love the conversion. Not going to be able to get the drive rush to finish that combo right there, but still the life lead. Very, very stellar for Roy at the moment.
Yeah, NuckleDu pushes it back to mid-screen. We've evened up the life lead a lot, but Roy is definitely still in the losing position. Having to spend some drive gauge to slow this down, though. Finds the anti-air, and off of that juggle, we absolutely should have the damage for it. Okay, maybe we'll take this to a game 5. It's all going to depend on how Roy manages to navigate this opening gambit. A little bit too hungry for the jump in and gets anti-aired accordingly, and we are back to our fireball game once again.
Yeah, then this is the second time Roy has tried that opening gambit, as you said, Brad, and literally got anti-aired for it, and it's almost like a same verse, but Tiger's Roy being able to keep him at a distance here with the ghosts and with the spires and timing them differently, but NuckleDu ready for that TP and getting a flash kick punish, bro. That's wild.
I did not expect him to have down charge in that moment. That is such a great presence of mind to be charging down and prepared in that spot. Take that as a learning experience, all you charge players out there. Look at how, go back and watch this set. Clipped by the slow overhead though, holding down a little bit too long. I took it all back. We have the level 3. It is indeed a game 5.
Here we go. And Roy has managed to fight back into getting in this final game situation, and NuckleDu not falling asleep at the wheel, but NuckleDu has definitely been like let the defense falter for just a little bit, but it's been enough for Roy. And these are back-to-back game 5s. And hey, Buddy said, "Hey, I gotta take a break, bro. We gotta relax a little bit. You got a lot of momentum on your side." I'm icing the kicker on this one because you got a lot going on right now. But something that can go on for you guys. Yeah. Something that can go on for you guys is the Matcherino. Come on, man. Get these codes in, baby. All you got to do is click that button on the far right that says claim code. And then you did it. You contributed. You gave us love, and we're going to give it right back to you guys. And as I live and breathe, somebody immediately clicked it. It's that easy, ladies and gentlemen. So please claim the code for the Matcherino. And don't forget about the content that we have on youtube.com/@Casabunch. And you're going to be able to get all of the wonderful content that was tonight, that was last week, that was the week before that, all of our wonderful guests that have been on the kickback. Please make sure you guys go and check that out. And oh my goodness, look at all the love that just appeared in this room. That's crazy. But as I say that, something a little bit crazier, this game 5 situation between NuckleDu and Roy.
I wonder whether that was just I need to reset my brain thing, or if there was a contemplation of a character switch out of
right.
His Cammy comes out in such specific situations, but I feel like we're seeing it a little bit more frequently than I recall it being in sort of the first quarter of this game's lifespan. Huge jump in working out there for Du, but a little bit too far away for that Standing Fierce to connect.
Oh no, could be a big punish off this. Yes, sir. Full screen send. Little ghost into the spire and the setup afterwards. Wow, getting clipped by the back end of the spire right here. And the perfect parry just when it needed to happen. And another throw off, and this is the punish counter. And enough drive gauge to where this is going to be melted, but the drive reversal and the ghost to combat this. So level 2 for level 2, but the flash kick after the TP, and it's going to get picked up by the machine gun sonic booms from Guile. Oh my goodness, NuckleDu is crazy.
That was such a great pickup, and it was like Roy had it in his hands for a moment, and there was 2 separate interactions of Du being like, yeah, but you thought. Anyway, Du is on the now set point to go into the winner sides of Grands, and still has this positional advantage. The flash kick, it's like Du recognizes he just needs to play like a quarter second slower. Oh, that was a punish counter? Okay, I thought for sure that you could have had time to DI there.
Yeah, I think when he did that kick, it wasn't at the correct distance, so it was just enough to be DI'd, and he wasn't able to block it in time. The recovery wasn't quick enough. But as I say, there's Roy finally in a position where he's outside the corner. NuckleDu playing a little bit pensive here. He's not in the lead currently. The overhead into the punish counter after the mash, not going to be able to be found here. And now Roy in the position to where they're going to lose drive gauge off this, and another ghost. Level 2 for level 2 in this final game.
Are we running this back? Okay, we're clipped low this time, but Roy, without a whole lot left in the tank, the DR forward has the corner control. DI is gonna be enough to do it. Roy, once again, had it in his hands, but it was just because NuckleDu put it there for a second. Hey, do you want to feel what victory feels like? This is what it feels like, but this victory's mine. You can't have it. There's many like it, but this one is mine.
And it's wild because this DI right here is the first time it was represented while he was in Burnout. Every time that Roy was in Burnout, Roy was either met with a grab buttons or the sonic booms from the level 2. But right there, he was like, finally, I mean, I haven't done a DI in the corner while you were in Burnout this entire set. So if there was any time to do it, the mental stack should be enough. And lo and behold, it was. So good on NuckleDu for reaching grand finals, and the loser's side bracket is officially set for the rest of this tournament.
Yes. So I see from the Discord, my bracket